Exercise is important whether you need to lose weight or not. In fact, being fat but fit is considered healthier than being a skinny slob. Nonetheless, plenty of us exercise with our waistlines in mind, and we want to get bang for our buck. So what's the best way to shed those kilos? Do we run, skip, cycle, walk or swim? Well, if you want a really efficient fat-burning program, rule number 1 is don't waste too much time agonising over how to go about it. It's true that running will see you burn roughly twice the kilojoules per hour as walking. But if you can only run for 5 minutes, whereas you could walk briskly for a full hour, then, all other things being equal, your walking workout will see you shed more fat. Likewise, unless you go really hard, a 30-minute swim generally doesn't pack as much punch as a brisk half-hour walk. But the upside of being held up by the water is that there's less pressure on your ankles and knees. If that means you'll work out more often, then swimming could well be the better way to go. So if you're exercising for fat loss, the specific activity you choose is less important than whether you can sustain it. But what about the issue of intensity? Well, one thing that generates confusion about this is a diagram you often see on equipment or on posters in gyms. It's a graph that tells you what exercise zone you're in based on your heart rate and your age. Now, the so-called fat-burning zone's way down here, second from the bottom. Does that mean holding back on your level of exertion is the key to losing more weight? In short, no. The body burns 3 types of fuel during exercise: fat, carbohydrate and a little protein. It's true that as the intensity of the workout goes up, the proportion of the fuel mix coming from fat decreases. But what matters is the total energy burnt from all sources, including during the recovery period after exercise. To maximise this, high-intensity exercise is almost certainly the better option. In a nutshell, if you've got limited time, you'll need to push yourself as hard as you can to get maximal fat-burning oomph from your workout. But if you're not that fit or you've got a health condition, then a lower intensity is the way to go. You'll need to work out for longer though to get the same result. Whatever you do, keep at it. Exercise is probably the single best thing we know of to boost your health and well-being. So while you're waiting for the payoff on your waistline, remember you're definitely not wasting time.